fruit of the Spirit. We've come to patience. Patience. We don't have it a lot. When we have to wait for something, we don't like to do it. But let's look at what happens when we don't, or could happen, when we don't use patience and we're not willing to wait. I have here, as you can see, some ingredients I've put together. We have a lemon. I have some water. I have sugar. It doesn't require this much, but that's all right. It's a good thing. I have a spoon, container, and my glass. All right? So what we have here is the ingredients we need to make lemonade. Who here likes lemonade? I think most people in the summer especially like that good tall glass of lemonade with the ice cubes in it, and you just drink it down, and if it's done right, it's just so delicious. But what happens if we want that lemonade but we're not willing to wait? Well, if we get in a hurry, we might put the water in, and we might put the sugar in, and then we mix it, we drink it, and it's going to taste not very good. I mean, it's going to have some sugar and some water, but that's not really what we're looking for. Or maybe we remember to do the lemon, and we remember to do the water, but we forget the sugar. All these things together are what we need to make lemonade. But we have to be patient in order to have all these ingredients come together. It's very much like that when we're talking about God, and we're trying to work our lives and walk along and figure out God and kind of figure out everything about it. Sometimes we pray, and God says yes right away. And sometimes God says no. And sometimes God says wait. And that's where we have to be patient. If we move too fast, it can be like just eating this lemon by itself. It would be very sour, very tart, very much not what we were expecting. If we are unable to be patient, then we don't get the goodness and the rewards that we want. Think about it. When you're talking with your mom and dad and you're really impatient about something, what happens? Do you get whatever it is that you wanted exactly like you wanted it? Not always, and not usually. A lot of times we don't get what we want because we're not patient. You've seen your mom and dad, because I do it, and Jaden sees me. And sometimes we wait in line for something, we become very impatient. If you're waiting in line for something at Disney, or you're waiting in line at Universal, or you're just waiting in line at a fast food restaurant to get something to eat. We're very impatient. We want it now. But as we see with making lemonade, that if we aren't patient, and if we aren't waiting to make sure everything's in there properly and everything's mixed together well, the end result will not be what we want. So it is with God, that if we are impatient and not waiting, the end result is not what we want from God.